morning when we walked into the studio Potential, my first impression was, my God, this wonderful space and an exhibition so well mounted, so well lit, and here in Mita Road, it's difficult to believe. And then slowly as we went around, as Sabri was showing us all the artists and telling us about the different artists who are showing in this particular edition of the show. This is the third edition. Every year they have been having this group show. And we realized that such good work is taking place outside what we normally think of as the mainstream galleries. And it does not get the necessary attention in the newspapers or media. But artists of such talent, intelligence are working. So that was my first kind of impression. Then as we kept talking with Annara, Shabri and all the other artists who were present, I realized that this was something quite different. One knew that there is a group called Potential and they have regular exhibitions. Fine, I have gone to the exhibitions in an artist center and some of the shows in Jahangir and things like that. But one didn't think that how active and how much this group is serious about its being a group, helping others who are outside the group. So for young artists, it becomes a kind of mecca to show their work. They have a new experience here. So this has been very important experience for both of us here this morning, coming to Mita Road and seeing this wonderful show and understanding how a group can function and keep itself alive and keep creativity alive in young artists, because as Anna was explaining, it's so difficult immediately after one is out of, and that's a common complaint, one is out of art school and one doesn't really know what to do. There are no avenues. One wants to work full-time, but one cannot do because it cannot sustain you. So what are the options? So ideally, groups like this, independent groups where there is a kind of mixture, a combination of a little more serious mid-career artists plus younger artists who can help each other in their development. So that is something that is entirely inspiring for someone like me and someone like us. I always used to, whenever I used to visit any art school, my advice to young artists used to be that first of all, it doesn't matter if you can work only 2 hours a day or 3 hours a day, but think that you have to now work for 10, 15 years before you can really be kind of settled as an artist. Don't think that your first exhibition should be in 1 year, 2 years, that way. But with something like this, the artist can both try for an exhibition as well as take care of his livelihood in some other way. Each one of us has to work somewhere or the other, and then divide one's time when it's not possible to completely subsist on this. So what work I saw here of the young artists, and I was very happy that Potential gives them this platform and in fact gives them a scholarship what I saw is that they're coming from so many different backgrounds, and each one has something individual and his own thing to say. And they're trying various means. They're doing installations, they're doing sculpture installations, they're doing videos, there are so many different things, and they're painting. So through all this, they're giving expression to a whole kind of world that has not had sufficient representation in contemporary Indian art as such. It's slowly coming up. And one can see that these young artists will evolve and contribute in a significant way because their experiences are their own. They come from, just as, one often thinks of how sports has changed over the last few years, last few decades, and that small town players have entered that, and the whole complexion of the sports arena has changed with small town players. Similarly, in the arts also, these artists have come. They tend to become absorbed in the big cities. But my advice would be that you have to keep the roots alive in yourself. You need not, it's not as if you should not stay in a city. That becomes necessary many times. But your experiences that you carry with you from birth and through your education, those experiences are the ones that are special for you. And if you hold on to those experiences, what you say through your work, whether it is installation, whether it's video, whether it's painting, whatever it will have a special quality. So that was and I find that in abundance in this show.